afternoon. Myself Dr. Deepika Patel from Microbiology Department, Government Medical College, Surat. Today's topic is about immunity. In immunity, hypersensitivity. Learning objectives are: what is the definition of hypersensitivity and what are the mechanism of type 1, 2, 3, 4 hypersensitivity reactions. Definition of hypersensitivity: injurious consequence in the sensitized host following subsequent contact with specific antigens. It is called as a hypersensitivity. Now, classification of hypersensitivity, that is a Gall and Coombs classification. There are 4 types: type 1, 2, 3 and 4. Topics of differentiation is immune response altered, immediate or delayed hypersensitivity, duration between the appearance of the symptoms and antigen contacts, which are the antigens, mediators, what is the effector mechanism, what is desensitization to the allergens, and typical manifestations of type 1, 2, 3, 4 hypersensitivity. Now first one is a immune response which are altered. In type 1 hypersensitivity, type 2 hypersensitivity and type 3 hypersensitivity, they are same and humoral type of immune response. In type 4, it is a cell-mediated immune response. In type 1, it is a immediate type of hypersensitivity. Type 2 and type 3 also has immediate type hypersensitivity. Type 4 has delayed hypersensitivity. Now, duration between the appearance of a symptoms and antigen contacts are: type 1, 2 minutes to 30 minutes. In type 2, 5 to 8 hours. Type 3, it will take 2 to 8 hours. Type 4, it will take 24 to 72 hours. In type 1, antigen is soluble. In type 2, cell surface bound antigen. Type 3, it is a soluble antigen. And in type 4, it is soluble or bond antigen. Mediator in type 1 is IgE. In type 2, it is a IgG. Type 3, antigen antibody complex. In type 4, T helper cell, that is a DTH cells. Effector mechanism in type 1 is mast cell degranulation. In type 2, it is a antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity and complement mediated cytolysis. In type 3, effector mechanism is complement activation and inflammatory response. In type 4, effector mechanism is macrophage activation leads to phagocytosis or cell cytotoxicity. Desensitization to the allergen in type 1 is easy but short lasting. In type 2, it is also easy but short lasting. In type 3, it is same in type 1 and 2. In type 4, it is a difficult but sustained. In type 1, typical manifestations are anaphylaxis, asthma, atopic dermatitis. In type 2, it is a transfusion reactions, Rh incompatibility and hemolytic anemia. In type 3, it is a arthros reactions, serum sickness, ओके तो मेरे रेसिडेंट वहाँ पर आ रही है, मैं अभी लेक्चर में। In type 3, typical manifestations are anthrus reactions, serum sickness, glomerulonephritis, and rheumatoid arthritis. In type 4, it is a tuberculin test, granuloma formation in tuberculosis, leprosy, etc. And in third one is a contact dermatitis. Immediate hypersensitivity reaction. It occurs immediately within few minutes to few hours of antigen contacts as a result of abnormal exaggerated humoral response. It is further classified into three types: type 1 hypersensitivity reaction, type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, and type 3 hypersensitivity reaction. Now, delayed hypersensitivity reaction. It occurs after a few days of antigen contacts as a result of abnormal cell-mediated immune response. It is also called as a type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. Now first, type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. What is the hallmark? Production of IgE, immunoglobulin E, by sensitized B cell following a contact with an allergen, which in turn induce mast cell degranulation. These changes ultimately lead to localized response called atophy and systemic response called anaphylaxis. Now, allergens that induce type 1 hypersensitivity reactions are food, that is nuts, egg, peas, seafood, beans, and milk. Plants and pollens are ryegrass, ragweed, timothy grass. Proteins are foreign serum vaccines. Drugs are penicillins, sulfonamides, local anesthetics, and salicylates. Insect bite products that are the venom of bee, wasp, ant, cockroach calyx, and dust mites. Others are mold spores, animal hair, and dander. Experiment to demonstrate type 1 hypersensitivity reaction, that are the three experience: PK reactions, Schultz-Diaz phenomena, and Theobald-Smith phenomena. We will see first PK reactions. Key-Prausnitz and H. Kushner in 1921 described these PK reactions. In this reaction, injected serum from an allergen person into an non-allergic individuals intradermally. When the appropriate antigen was injected at the same site, a well and flare reaction developed at the sites. First, to demonstrate antibodies in the serum are responsible for the allergy, and it is transferable from one person to another. Well and flare response occur in three stages: appearance of an erythematous area at the site of injury, development of a flare surrounding at the site, and well forms at the site as fluid leaks under the skin from the surrounding capillaries. Schultz-Diaz phenomena. It demonstrates anaphylaxis in vitro by exposing isolated tissue such as intestine or muscle of sensitized guinea pig to the allergens. Theobald-Smith phenomena is done to demonstrate anaphylaxis in vivo by injecting the allergens into guinea pigs. Mechanism of type 1 hypersensitivity. There are two phases: sensitization phase and effector phase, both occurring with an interval of 2 to 3 weeks. Now, sensitization phase, it is the most effective. Allergen is introduced parenterally but may occur by any route, including ingestion or inhalation. In susceptible individuals, very minute dose can be sufficient to sensitize the host. Allergen is processed by the antigen presenting cells and the antigenic peptides that are presented to the CD4 helper T cells. Now, activated TH cells that are differentiated into TH1 and TH2 cells. TH2 cell, which in turn secretes interleukin 4, that induce the B cell to differentiate into immunoglobulin producing plasma cells and memory cells. Secreted immunoglobulin E migrate to the target sites and coat on the surface of mast cell and basophils. Fc region of immunoglobulin E bind to the higher affinity of Fc receptors, that is FcR1, present on the mast cell surface. Such sensitized mast cell coated with IgE will be waiting for interaction with the subsequent antigenic challenge. Effector phase. When the same allergen is introduced subsequently, it directly encounters with the FAB region of IgE coated on mast cells. IgE cross-linkage initiate degranulations. Allergen bound to immunoglobulin E triggers the mast cell and basophils. Activation occurs and degranulation also occurs. Granules in turn release a number of various manifestations of type 1 reaction. The memory B cell further differentiate into plasma cells that supplies the IgE. Effector phase. Degranulation in two phases is primary mediators, the preformed chemical mediators which are already sensitized by mast cells are immediately released. Primary mediators are histamine, heparin and serotonin, which cause increased vascular permeability and increased smooth muscle contraction. Eosinophilic chemolytic factor A will cause eosinophilic chemotaxis. Neutrophil chemolytic factors A cause neutrophil chemotaxis. Protease will cause bronchial muscle secretion, degradation of blood vessels, basement membrane. Secondary mediators are those which are the mast cell synthesize and release. Secondary mediator that is the platelet activation factor that cause platelet aggregation and degranulation, contraction of pulmonary smooth muscles. Leukotrienes, which cause low reactive substance of anaphylaxis, increased vascular permeability, contraction of pulmonary smooth muscles. Prostaglandins that cause increased vasodilatations, contraction of pulmonary smooth muscles, platelet aggregation. Bradykinin cause increased vascular permeability, smooth muscle contraction. Cytokine, interleukin 1 and TNF alpha, tumor necrosis factor alpha, will cause systemic anaphylaxis, increased expression of cell adhesion molecules on venular endothelial cells. Pharmacological actions are chemical mediators which cause increased bronchial and other smooth muscle contraction, increased vascular permeability and vasodilatation. Symptoms are breathlessness, hypotension and shock leading to death and time. Figure shows allergens are presented to antigen presenting cells which will cause TH cell differentiations in TH1 and TH2. Differentiation to TH2 cell will cause B cell and will cause interleukin 4 secretion that activates B cell. B cell cause become a memory cell and plasma cells that secretes, and allergen specific IgE by plasma cell will sensitize mast cell, and secondary responses re-exposure to allergens will cause degranulation and primary and secondary mediators are forms which will cause smooth muscle cell contraction, blood vessel dilatation, platelet degranulations, sensory nerve endings, and eosinophil secretions. Manifestation of type 1 reactions, immediate manifestation and late manifestation. In immediate manifestation, first is systemic anaphylaxis, acute medical emergency condition characterized by severe dyspnea, hypotension and vascular collapse which lead to death. Occurs within minutes of exposure to allergen and unless treated promptly may lead to fatality. Epinephrine is the drug of choice for systemic anaphylactic reactions. Localized anaphylaxis, it is also called as a atopy. Reaction is limited to a specific target tissue or organ, mostly the epithelial surface at the entry site of the allergen. These allergies afflict more than 20% of people. Almost always run in families. It is inherited. Example includes allergic rhinitis or hay fever. Most common atopic disorders affected 10% of population and result from exposure to airborne allergens with the conjunctiva and nasal mucosa, leading to appearance of various symptoms such as increased watery secretion of the conjunctiva, nasal mucosa and upper respiratory tract, as well as sneezing and cough. Second is asthma. Second most common atopic manifestation. It differs from hay fever in involvement of lower respiratory mucosa, resulting in contraction of the bronchial muscle and airway edema. It increases mucus secretion, all together leading to bronchoconstriction and dyspnea. The stimulus may or may not be an allergen. Accordingly, asthma can be classified as a allergic asthma induced by airborne or blood-borne allergens such as pollens, dust fumes, insect products or viral antigens. Intrinsic asthma is independent of allergen stimulants induced by exercise or cold. Third one is a food allergy. Food allergy is caused by any food that will cause anaphylaxis. Atopic dermatitis, that is the allergic eczema. Drug allergy, various drugs such as penicillin, sulfonamide, etc. may produce type 1 hypersensitivity response, which may be either local reaction or even sometimes produce systemic anaphylaxis. Now, late manifestations, mediators released in acute induced recruitment of various inflammatory cells such as neutrophils, eosinophils, macrophage and lymphocyte. Among the infiltrates, eosinophils and neutrophils predominates, each according to for 30% of total inflammatory cell influx. Eosinophilic influx that favored by eosinophilic chemotatic factors IL-5 and GM-CSF. Eosinophils express Fc receptor for immunoglobulin G and E and thus bind directly to antibody-coated allergens that cause release of toxic granules from eosinophils, which contribute to the chronic inflammation of the bronchial mucosa that characterize persistent asthma. Neutrophil infiltration, it is induced by neutrophilic chemotatic factor and other cytokines like interleukin 8. Activated neutrophils release various mediators which further potentiate inflammatory tissue damage and thickening of basement membrane. Genetic makeup, factors influencing type 1 hypersensitivity reaction is, first one is a genetic makeup. Allergen dose of the allergen has a definitive impact of the type of immune response produced, and T cell response, that are the Th1 versus Th2 response. Detection of type 1 hypersensitivity skin prick test. Figure shows skin prick test in seafood, histamine, house dust, pollen, dander, groundnut. Advantage: it is relatively expensive and inexpensive and allows screening of a large number of allergens at one go. Disadvantage is occasionally sensitize the individual to new allergens and in some rare cases may induce late phase reaction or even systematic anaphylactic shock. Now, radioimmunosorbent test or RIST quantitatively detect the total serum IgE antibody up to nanogram. High sensitivity technique based on the radioimmunoassay. Figure shows paper disc or agarose bead and anti-IgE coupled to solid phase. Plus total serum IgE will give complex of these two, anti-IgE coupled to solid phase and total serum E. Then radiolabel anti-IgE is mixed and measurement of radioactivity of the beads occur. Now RAST, radioallergosorbent test, quantifies the serum level of allergen specific IgE. Allergen itself is coated to bead, that is here, so that when the patient serum is added, only the allergen specific IgE, that is here, IgE would bind to the beads or disc, that is allergen coupled to solid phase, allergen specific IgE and non-specific IgE. When washed, non-specific IgE is washed and only specific IgE is present on allergen. Now radiolabel anti-IgE is mixed, then the complex occur between the radiolabel IgE. Avoid treatment, avoidance of contact with non-allergens, hyposensitization and monoclonal anti-IgE. Some drugs are used in treatment of type 1 hypersensitivity reactions are antihistamines that blocks H1 receptor on target cells, hence antagonize the effect of histamine released. Epinephrine stimulates cyclic AMP production in mast cell, thereby prevents mast cell degranulation. Cortisone blocks conversion of histamine to histamine and stimulates cyclic AMP level in mast cells. Theophylline prolongs high cyclic AMP level in mast cells. Now type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. Host injury is mediated by antibody which interact with various type of antigens such as a host cell surface antigen, extracellular matrix antigen and exogenous antigens absorbed on the host cells. A drug coating on RBC membrane. Mechanism: Fc region of antibody activating complement system. Antibody Fc portion interact with a Fc receptor on the target cell. And autoantibody mediated antibody dependent cellular dysfunction or ADCD. Figure shows antibody activating complement system. First one is a blood group A blood group antigen, it is here. Target cell RBCs, drug coated RBC, that is here. If antibody is added, then antigen antibody complex will be occur, and complement is added, then C5 to C9 complement will cause membrane attack complex and gives target cell lysis. C3A and C5A inflammation occurs. And complement C1423 will give C3b opsonin will give opsonization. Opsonization is here. And phagocytosis also occur by anti-A antibody and Fc receptor present on the macrophage. Reaction occur and phagocytosis also occurs from here. Clinical conditions, that is the transfusion reactions, erythroblastosis fetalis, autoimmune hemolytic anemia, agranulocytosis or thrombocytopenia, drug-induced hemolytic anemia and pemphigus vulgaris. Antibody interacting with a Fc receptor on target cell, that is called antibody-dependent cellular cytotoxicity. This is target cell. Antibody is added by shape. Target cell destruction by this complex. Fc receptor is present on NK cell and complexes occur and target cell lysis. Antibody interacting with Fc receptor on target cells. ADCC is involved in destruction of the targets that are too large to be phagocytosed. Parasites, tumor or graft rejection in certain instances, IgE antibodies are used. Opsonization through Fc receptor of certain antibodies, the phagocytes are linked to the antigens on the target cell. By this bridge, target cell can be engulfed and destroyed by the phagocytes. Autoantibody mediated, that is ADCD or antibody-dependent cellular dysfunctions. Hosts produce certain antibodies which bind and disturb the normal function of human self-antigens. Antibodies may be directed against human receptors, resulting in activation of receptors, that is a Graves' disease. Inhibition of receptor, that is a myasthenia gravis. Now type 3 hypersensitivity reactions. It occurs as a result of excess formation of immune complex, which initiate an inflammatory response through activation of complement system, leading to tissue injury. Antigen involved are bacteria and viruses or endogenous antigens such as DNA. Removal of immune complex. Under normal circumstances, immune complex are rapidly cleared by activation of complement system. Immune complex coated with complements are either directly phagocytes by macrophages or monocytes or bound to the RBC and carried to liver and spleen where they are phagocytosed. Now soluble versus insoluble immunocomplex. Balance between level of antigen antibody decides the nature of immune complex that is going to be formed. Antibody access or antigen antibody equivalence. Immune complex form are large and insoluble, which tend to localize near the site of antigen administration to produce a localized type 2, type 3 reactions. If antigen is in excess, particularly monovalent antigens, small soluble complexes are formed which tend to travel through blood and get deposited into the various sites, producing a generalized type 3 reaction. Mechanism of the tissue injury, that is classical complement activation. Antigen antibody immune complexes stimulate the classical pathway of complement, the product of which mediate the tissue injury in the type 3 reaction, that is anaphylatoxins, chemoattractants and role of neutrophils. Neutrophils fails to phagocytose large immunocomplex. Now immunocomplex bind to the Fc receptor on the platelet, leading to their activations. Platelet aggregation and vasoactive amines released from the activated platelets. Host tissue ischemia leading to further tissue damage. Activation of Hagman factor leads to activation of kinin, which in turn cause vasodilatation and edema. Type 3 reactions are generalized and localized. First one, localized or arthrous reaction, defined as a localized area of tissue necrosis due to vasculitis resulting from acute immune complex deposition at the site of inoculation of antigen. The reaction is produced experimentally by Arthurus in 1903 by injecting an antigen into the skin of a previously immunized animal, for example rabbit. Circulating antibodies binds with the antigen in dermis and form immune complexes that fix the complement localized immune complex mediated inflammatory response. Arthurus reaction in skin following insect bite or during allergic desensitization treatment, wherein repeated injection of the same antigen is given for long period. In lungs, following inhalation of bacteria, fungi, spores or proteins may produce intrapulmonary lesions. Examples include conditions causing extrinsic allergic alveolitis such as farmer's lung and Bird's-Francis disease. Generalized or systemic. Type 3 reaction, formation of small sized soluble antigen antibody complex following entry of a large dose of antigen into the body. Deposition of the immune complex in various tissues, thus initiating an inflammatory reaction in various sites throughout the body, such as blood vessels, it is caused vasculitis, glomerular basement membrane, it is caused glomerulonephritis, and synovial membrane that cause arthritis. Figure shows pink in color antigen in circulation that will bind to B cells and cause memory and plasma cell formations. Free antibody are present in circulation, then antigen-antibody complex is occur. Phase 1 is immune complex formation. Phase 2, immune complex deposition by inflammatory cell, that is here. Phase 3 is immune complex mediated inflammation. Neutrophils, lysosomal enzymes, fibrin or lysosomal enzymes are here, and platelet aggregation is here. If injury occur in the blood vessel, then complex is deposited and hypersensitivity reaction is occur. Disease associated with generalized type 3 hypersensitivity reaction are connective tissue disorder due to the autoantibodies forming immunocomplex with self-antigen, that is SLE, anti-DNA antibody, rheumatoid arthritis, that is antibody against human immunoglobulins, polyarthritis nodosa. Parasitic disease result from immune complex deposition are nephrotic syndrome in Plasmodium malaria, Katayama fever in schistosomiasis, African trypanosomiasis. Bacterial disease are Streptococcus pyogenes, post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis from Mycobacterium leprae, lepra reaction 2. Viral disease with immune complex deposition are in hepatitis B, arthritis, C, also arthritis. Epstein-Barr virus in infectious mononucleosis. In dengue, it is also arthritis. Others are hyperacute graft rejection, subacute bacterial endocarditis, and serum sickness. Now, what is serum sickness? Seen following serum therapy, administration of foreign serum like horse anti-tetanus serum to treat tetanus cases seen in the past. Horse serum protein being foreign induce antibody formation in the host, leading to formation of large number of immunocomplex. Typically, after 7 to 8 days, the individuals begins to show various manifestations which are collectively called as a serum sickness. Now, type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. It differs from other types in various ways. It is a delayed type. It occurs after 48 to 72 hours of antigen exposure. Cell-mediated characteristics are delayed type hypersensitivity T cells, that is DTH T cells, are the principal mediator, and tissue injury occur predominantly due to activated macrophages. Mechanism same: sensitization, effector phase, sensitization phase, APC presented by intercellular bacteria are presented to APCs. Then TH cell differentiation occur. Differentiation of TH cell will cause T differentiation of cell is present. Generally TH1 cell, TH17, TH2 and CD8 plus cell occasionally. Now effector phases occur. Sensitized DTH cell will cause resting macrophage to become an activated macrophage. And cytokine secretes are interferon gamma, that is a chief cytokine, interleukin 2, TNF beta, MCAF, MIF, interleukin 3, GM-CSF. And effector are class 2 MHC molecule, TNF receptor increase, oxygen radicals also increase and nitric oxide also increased. Role of DTH, protective versus tissue damage response are, under normal circumstances, the pathogens are usually cleared with little tissue damage mediated by enhanced microbial potency of activated macrophages. Tissue damage response when the intracellular microbes escape the macrophage killing mechanism. Enhanced phagocytic activity and release of various lytic enzymes by the activated macrophages in an attempt to kill the pathogens which lead to non-specific tissue destruction. Now pathology of DTH reaction, that is the granuloma formation. Figure shows intracellular bacteria, that is here activated macrophages, epithelioid cell, multinucleated GN cell occurs and TH1 cells. Initial TH cell infiltrate is progressively replaced by macrophages in 2 to 3 weeks. Macrophages transfer into two types of cells, that is large, flat and eosinophilic, denoted as epithelioid cells. Epithelioid cells occasionally fuse to form multinucleated GN cell, that is here. Granuloma consists of an inner zone of epithelioid cell typically surrounded by a collar of lymphocyte and peripheral rim of fibroblast and connective tissue. Tuberculin test. It is the prototype of delayed type hypersensitivity in sensitized individual. When a preparation of tubercular antigen is injected intradermally, local reaction develop after 48 to 72 hours consisting of induration surrounded by erythema. Now contact dermatitis. Many antigens such as nickel, poison oak, etc. act by producing DTH response. Most of these substances are haptens, the complex with skin proteins which act as a carrier to make the hapten immunogenic. This hapten skin protein complex is internalized by skin APCs, that are the Langerhans cells, then presented to TH cell to induce TDH reaction. Activated macrophages release lytic enzymes which result in skin lesion, that redness and pustule seen following contact with poison oak. Example of DTH. Intracellular bacteria, Mycobacterium lepra, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Listeria monocytogenes and Brucella abortus. Intracellular fungi are Pneumocystis jirovecii, Candida albicans, Histoplasma capsulatum, Cryptococcus neoformans. Intracellular viruses, that are the herpes simplex virus, smallpox virus and measles virus. Skin test to demonstrate DTH are tuberculin test, that is also called as a Monti's test, Lepramin test, Montenegro test, that is caused in leishmaniasis, Frye test done in lymphogranuloma ventrum. Contact dermatitis, following exposure to contact antigen nickel, poison ivy, poison oak, picryl chloride. Non-infectious condition, that is a diabetes mellitus type 1, multiple sclerosis, peripheral neuropathies, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, Conn's disease, chronic transplant rejection and graft versus host reaction. Granuloma formation, that is seen in tuberculosis, sarcoidosis, schistosomiasis and other trematode infection. Other examples are lepromatous reaction 1. Thank you.